The man returned home from his business trip to find cigarette butts scattered outside his front gate. Someone had been on his property. Worry gnawed at him. His wife had been home alone. He quickly retrieved his handgun, vaulted over the gate, and sprinted toward the house. Fresh footprints near the entrance confirmed his fears. The intruder had already been inside. Jack chambered around and slipped into the house. When he reached the bedroom, chaos greeted him. Furniture overturned, blood splattered across the walls. He frantically dialed his wife's number. She answered from a hospital bed, her voice weak. Someone had beaten her severely. When Jack learned the attacker had fled in a green taxi, he vowed to hunt him down and make him pay. The next day, Jack cruised the city streets in his car, scanning for green cabs. He spotted two and memorized the company names painted on their doors. That night, Jack arrived at the taxi company. When the security guard opened the gate, Jack forced him inside at gunpoint. In the office, he searched the computer records until he found the cab that had visited his home. The driver was a young man named Leo. Early the next morning, Jack waited outside the depot. When he spotted Leo behind the wheel, he flagged him down, claiming he had an urgent errand. Once inside, Jack gave a random address. They'd barely driven a block when Jack pulled out his gun. Leo went pale at the sight of the weapon, assuming this was a robbery. He fumbled for his wallet, offering it with shaking hands. But Jack had no interest in money. He demanded to know about the passenger Leo had driven to his house 2 days ago. Leo could only describe a burly, muscular man. Realizing Leo had nothing more useful to offer, Jack directed him to drive to an abandoned factory. There, Leo spilled everything he knew, begging Jack to spare his life. For security's sake, Jack put a bullet in Leo's head. From Leo's description of the intruder, Jack identified a hitman from a local assassination firm. He soon infiltrated the company disguised as a janitor. Jack retrieved his toolbox from a trash bin and burst into the executive office. He threatened the boss, hand over the hitman's information or end up like this computer, pierced through with nails. The boss wasn't easily intimidated. He flatly refused Jack's demands. To apply some pressure, Jack drove 3 nails into the boss's chest.